Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mr. Shahnawazalig. This is Shahnawaz. Here I start from page number 31. Rocks. Rocks are made up of individual substances called minerals found mostly in solid state. Rocks are classified into three major types. Igneous rocks are formed by the solidification of molten magma, example mica, granite, etc. Sedimentary rocks are formed due to accumulation of rock particles and organic matter in layers under tremendous pressure. Example gravel, peat, gypsum, etc. Metamorphic rocks were originally igneous or sedimentary but later changed due to pressure, heat, or action of water. Gneiss, marble, quartzite, etc. Types of rock: original rock, metamorphic rock. Igneous, granite, gneiss. Igneous, basalt, greenstone. Sedimentary, limestone, marble. Sedimentary, coal, graphite, coal. Sedimentary, sandstone, quartzite. Sedimentary, shale or clay, slate, mica, schist. Weathering, the process by which rocks are chemically or physically disintegrated into fragments. Earthquakes, any sudden disturbance below the Earth's surface may produce vibrations or shaking in Earth's crust, and some of these vibrations, when reach the surface, are known as earthquakes. The magnitude of an earthquake is measured by Richter scale. The intensity of earthquake wave is recorded by seismograph. Intensity of shaking is measured on the modified Mercalli scale. Focus is the point beneath the earth where earthquake originates. Epicenter is the point just above the focus on the earth's surface. Volcanism, sudden eruption of hot magma, molten rock, gases, ash, and other material from inside the earth to its surface. Types of volcanoes: active, which erupts frequently, example Mauna Loa, Hawaii, Etna, Sicily, Vesuvius, Italy, Stromboli, Mediterranean Sea. Dormant, not erupted for quite some time, example Fujiyama, Japan, Krakatoa, Indonesia, Barren Island, India. Extinct, not erupted for several centuries, example Arthur's Seat, Edinburgh, Scotland. Ring of Fire, hundreds of active volcanoes found on the land near the edges of Pacific Ocean. Tsunami, large ocean wave that is caused by sudden motion on the ocean floor. Motion could be an earthquake, volcanic eruption, or underwater landslide. Landforms, there are three major landforms: mountains, plateaus, and plains. Mountains, an uplifted portion of the earth's surface, is called a hill or a mountain. Fold mountains, these are formed by folding of crustal rocks by compressing forces, example Himalaya, Asia, Alps, Europe. Block mountains, when great blocks of the earth's crust are raised or lowered during the last stage of mountain building. Block mountains are formed, example Vosges in France, Black Forest Mountain in Germany. Volcanic mountains, these are formed by the matter thrown out from the volcanoes and are also known as the mountains of accumulation. Example, Mount Mauna Loa in Hawaii, Mount Popa in Myanmar. Residual or dissected mountains, they are known as relict mountains or mountains of circumdenudation. They owe their present form of erosion by different agencies. Example, Nilgiris, Girnar, and Rajmahal. Major mountain ranges: Andes, South America, 7,200 km, Himalayas, Karakoram, and Hindu Kush, South Central Asia, 5,000, Rockies, North America, 4,800, Great Dividing Range, East Australia, 3,600, Atlas, Northwest Africa, 19,300, Western Ghat, Western India, 1610, Caucasus, Europe, 1200, Alaska, USA, 1130, Alps, Europe, 1050. Major mountain peaks: Mount Everest, highest in the world, Nepal, Tibet; K2 Godwin Austen, India, POK; Dhaulagiri, Nepal; Annapurna, Nepal; Gurla Mandhuta, Tibet; Trichmir, Pakistan; Aconcagua, Argentina; Cotopaxi, Ecuador; Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Atmosphere. First, here I see plateaus. Plateaus are flat, table-like upland areas with rough top surface and steep side walls. Famous plateaus of the world: Tibetan Plateau between Himalayas and Kunlun Mountains, Deccan Plateau, southern India; Arabian Plateau, southwest Asia; Plateau of Brazil, central eastern South America; Plateau of Mexico; Plateau of Colombia, USA; Plateau of Madagascar; Plateau of Alaska, northwest North America; Plateau of Bolivia, Andes Mountains; Great Basin Plateau, south of Columbia Plateau, USA; Colorado Plateau, south of Great Basin Plateau, USA. Plains: a relatively low-lying and flat land surface with least difference between its height and lowest point is called a plain. Atmosphere: the vast expanse of air which envelops the earth all round is called the atmosphere. It extends to thousands of kilometers. It protects the earth's surface from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays. Structure of earth's atmosphere: troposphere, 0 to 18 kilometer, contains 75% of gases in the atmosphere. As height increases, temperature decreases about 6.5 degrees Celsius per kilometer ascent. Stratosphere, 18 to 50 km. This layer contains the ozone layer. The temperature remains fairly constant in the lower part but increases slowly with increase in height due to presence of ozone gas. At upper layer, temperature is almost 0 degrees Celsius. Mesosphere, 50 to 80 km. This is the coldest region of the atmosphere. The temperature drops to about minus 100 degrees Celsius. Ionosphere, 80 to 600 km. Radio waves are bounced off the ions and reflect waves back to the earth. This generally helps radio communication. Exosphere, above 600 km. Upper part of exosphere is called magnetosphere. The temperature keeps on rising constantly at high rate. It also regulates the temperature, preventing the earth from becoming too hot or too cold. The major constituents of air in the atmosphere are nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, argon 0.93%, and carbon dioxide 0.03%. Besides water vapor, dust particles, smoke, salts, and other impurities are present in air in varying quantities. Greenhouse effect and global warming. A greenhouse gas, sometimes abbreviated GHG, is a gas in the atmosphere that absorbs and emits radiation within the thermal infrared range. This process is the fundamental cause of the greenhouse effect. The primary greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. In the solar system, the atmosphere of Venus, Mars, and Titan also contains gases that causes greenhouse effect. Global warming is the increase of Earth's average surface temperature due to effect of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide emissions from burning fossil fuels or from deforestation. This is a type of greenhouse effect. Pressure system of Earth. The pressure exerted by the atmosphere due to its weight above a unit area of the Earth's surface is called atmospheric pressure. It is measured by mercury barometer. Major pressure belts of the Earth are equatorial low pressure, subtropical high pressure, subpolar low pressure, and polar high pressure. Winds. Due to horizontal differences in air pressure, air flows from areas of high pressure to areas of low pressure. Horizontal movement of the air is called wind. The types of winds are given below. Planetary winds, the winds blowing throughout the year from one latitude to another in response to latitudinal differences in air pressure, are called planetary or prevailing winds. Planetary winds are divided into three types. They are trade winds, westerlies, and polar easterlies. Trade winds, they blow from the subtropical high pressure belt to the equatorial low pressure belt in the tropics between 30 degrees north and 30 degrees south latitude. Westerlies, they blow from the subtropical high pressure belt to the subpolar low pressure belt in the temperate latitudes between 30 degree and 60 degree on the either side of the equator. These are also called roaring 40s and furious 50s and shrinking or screaming 60s. Polar winds, they blow from the polar high pressure belt to the subpolar low pressure belt between 60 degrees latitude and the pole on both sides of the equator. Periodic winds, they change their direction periodically with the change in pressure and temperature. Example, monsoon, land and sea breeze. Local winds develop as a result of local differences in temperature and pressure. Example, Phon, Chinook, Lu. Cyclones, rapid inward circulation of air masses with a low pressure at center. It is anticlockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Anticyclone, rapid outward movement of masses with a high pressure at center. Hurricane, this is also called as the tropical cyclone or tropical storm. This is a disturbance of about 650 km across, spinning around a central area of very low pressure with wind speed above 140 km per hour. List of local winds. Chinook, hot dry wind in Rockies, also called snow eater. Phon, hot dry wind in the Alps. Khamsin, hot dry wind in Egypt. Sirocco, hot moist wind from Sahara to Mediterranean Sea. It is also known as the blood rain. Soleno, hot moist and wind from Sahara towards Iberian Peninsula. Harmattan, hot dry wind blowing towards from the interior of the Western Africa, also called the Kenya doctor. Bora, cold dry wind blowing from outward from Hungary to the north of the Italy. Mistral, very cold wind which blows from the Alps over France. Punas, cold dry wind blowing down towards the western side of Andes. Blizzard, very cold winds in tundra region. Purga, cold wind in Russian tundra. Levanter, cold wind in Spain. Nor'wester, hot wind in the New Zealand. Santa Ana, hot wind in South California in USA. Major rivers of the world: Nile, Victoria Lake, Amazon, Andes, Peru, Yangtze, Tibetan Kiang Plateau, Mississippi or Missouri, Itasca Lake, USA, Yenisei, Tanno-Ola Mountains, Hongho, Kunlun Mountains, Ob, Altai Mountain, Russia, Congo, Lualaba and Luapula Rivers, Amur, Northeast China, Lena, Baikal Mountains, Mekong, Tibetan Highlands, Niger, Guyana. Cyclones of the world: typhoons, China Sea; tropical cyclones, Indian Ocean; hurricanes, Caribbean Sea; tornadoes, USA; Willy Willy, North Australia. Important canals of the world: Panama, Pacific Ocean with Caribbean Sea; Suez, Mediterranean Sea to Red Sea; Erie, Atlantic Ocean to Great Lakes; Kiel, North Sea to Baltic Sea. Deepest point of ocean: Pacific, Mariana Trench; Atlantic, Puerto Rico Trench; Indian, Java Trench; Arctic, Eurasian Basin. Important straits of the world: Bab el-Mandab, Red Sea and Arabian Sea area, Arabia and Africa; Bering, Arctic Ocean and Bering Sea, Alaska and Asia; Bosphorus, Black Sea and Marmara Sea, Turkey; Dover, North Sea and Atlantic Ocean, England and Europe; Florida, Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean, Florida and Bahamas Islands; Gibraltar, Mediterranean Sea and Atlantic Sea, Spain and Africa, Morocco; Malacca, Java Sea and Bay of Bengal, India and Indonesia; Pak, Bay of Bengal and India, India and Sri Lanka; Magellan, South Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Chile; Sunda, Java Sea and Indian Ocean, Indonesia. Important lakes of the world: Caspian Sea, Asia; Superior, Canada and USA; Victoria, Africa; Huron, Canada and USA; Michigan, USA; Tanganyika, Africa; Baikal, Russia; Great Bear, Canada; Aral, Kazakhstan; Great Slave, Canada.